Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Shanghai, back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to Amnesia by Roxen. She's representing Romania in Eurovision. I'm going to listen, react and see what I think about the song. And then we're going to see how it's done with the community leaderboard and how it's doing with the betting odds. So let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip straight to my reaction or another part of the video. I'll give a quick rundown to Romania. I'll flash up some of their qualification scores. For me, the main story with Romania is that they used to be qualification gods. They had 100% qualification record and then they've had 2 non-qualifications in a row. Gotta admit, the first one I felt was pretty justified. I didn't think that the Human song was particularly good. But Esther Pini, I absolutely loved. There's a certain subscriber here who disagrees with me, but that was one of my favorite songs in 2019. It was actually my number 6 that year. They've come third twice. Romania for me are one of these countries who are in this head peloton who are looking for their first Eurovision title. Iceland, Malta, Cyprus, Romania, Bulgaria, Lithuania, all these countries feel like they're getting closer and closer. I would say that Romania is one of the ones that maybe has lost a little bit of steam. It felt like in the noughties, early 10s that they were getting closer, but Roxen really feels like a step in the right direction. She's really fresh and interesting, and the production in her songs last year was really amazing. She released 5 songs which were absolutely amazing, which actually had a similar vibe to kind of Victoria. It felt actually like it was an EP, although I don't think she released it as an EP. Those songs were all really super well produced and well written. I thought they're all great. Alcohol You Won wasn't my favorite. Cherry Red was, but I don't think that was her particular favorite, and that kind of showed in her live performance. This year she's coming back only with 1 song. I don't know what to make of that. Maybe it gives me a little bit more confidence. I feel like last year they had 5 really great songs and they couldn't pick which one to go with. Whereas this year I'm thinking, was it just that there was one that was much better than the rest? I'm going to find out, but I suppose it makes me a little bit more confident what I'm about to see. So the song this year is written by Adelina Stinga and Victor Borosu. Neither of those two were any of the song readers on the previous 5 songs, so I don't know if we're going to get a different vibe this year. I'm pretty excited to hear this now, you know. I've got pretty high standards. I've got pretty high expectations, I gotta be honest. Roxen Amnesia, one in a bang. Okay, I'm pretty hyped for this. I got pretty high expectations. Wow, 500,000 views. Okay, I've got more hype now. Come on, Roxen, you can do it. Ooh. Ooh. She's got a gorgeous voice.
Messy hair shining like a bird. Like a summer day, she could push the night so far away.
I find her. Oh, ooh, they've got some good visuals going on. Wow, this has got some a nice modern feel to it. Gosh, this video looks very professional. I really like the vibe so far. I think she's got a great start so far. I'm hoping she can keep growing with this. You know, I like her kind of dark pop style that she has. That's a beautiful kind of like vocal chorals coming in the background. I think she's gonna have something interesting with her performance. Fucking battery. I feel like this is really keeping me going. I like this kind of like pace tempo that she's created. Yeah, oh, these are some great visuals. And she's pulling it off, she's acting really well. And I'm thinking this is stuff that they can reproduce on Rotterdam, obviously with less people. Oh, there's some beautiful production in here, some beautiful sounds. I do feel like her styling is a bit too more like Billie Eilish. I wish she'd just kind of step away a little bit. But I'm loving this so far. This is really fantastic. Okay, here's the crescendo. This just got great drama in this song. I know, you know what I said on like this is good interpretive dance that she's got around her. It fits the song and it fits the staging. Wow, for every shout that went unheard. Wow, that was really, really great. It's weird. It's like there wasn't one standout moment for me in the song. The whole thing was just really good quality and really very high quality and high production. That's probably one of the first things that jumped out to me. And then that I just felt it was very easy to sit through. It actually felt a lot shorter than 3 minutes. It felt like 90 seconds. Like there was no point at all during that. I was like, oh God, like when is this gonna end? It was almost like really captivating. Sometimes when I don't say that much during the action videos, it's because I got nothing to say. Sometimes it's because I'm just genuinely captivated and I'm cannot process what's going on because there's some like new elements to it. I really love that. I love the simpleness of the staging, that she was just in a theater, but they still were able to make like an interesting story. I'm not saying I know exactly 100% what was going on, but it just felt like, oh, it felt earthy and kind of real. And I don't know, she's a young girl, but it didn't feel like artificial or fake or anything like that. It felt genuine to her. I mentioned her styling, but I just think she looks maybe a little bit too much like her. Obviously, lots of girls have dyed hair, but the hairstyling and the clothes and I think maybe just a little bit too reminiscent of her. I liked, last year when she kind of had the pearls and she had the like little jewels under her eyes. I felt that was really individual to her and quite unique. I do feel like her styling there is maybe a little bit more, feels a little bit less original. So I do hope they go a little bit more in terms of the staging they had last year. Although I get that kind of like slightly darker clothing, darker look fits the song a little bit better. In regards to the song, I really love the vibe of it. This kind of like dark mood, pacey pop is really gorgeous. She does that really well. We saw that last year with her 5 songs. Nothing like super obviously stand out in terms of a melody, but it felt more like a journey, like there wasn't meant to be one particular moment. It was just a mood, a tone that she was setting. Yeah, I've got to go in for a second listen because I want to focus a little bit more on the music rather than the visuals this time. Okay, let's go in for a second listen. She's a very thoughtful girl. You can tell she's got an interesting point of view. She comes across as interesting. This feels really modern and expensive. I like the dancing in this. Interpretive dancing can be really awful if it's done wrong. And she's pulling off. She looks so comfortable and confident. It's so impressive in such a young girl. Like her acting quality is believable and incredible. God, the people acting around her are really great as well. They've done a fantastic job with this video. It's just in a theater. Anyone can have done this. There's nothing fancy or expensive about it. It's just imagination. Yeah, this bit's gorgeous. What a beautiful visual. And there's just total commitment to it. This is really, really fabulous. Wow. Gosh, that really feels like a piece of art. It really is. It's really evocative and emotional and really raw. I think that's really fantastic. I have to admit, I was probably a little bit concerned when I saw that she had one song and there were different writers, but gosh, that really does feel like a perfect continuation on from last year. Possibly a little bit better. It feels a little bit more mature. Not that last year wasn't mature, but there was maybe some slightly elements of her youth that were evident. That seems like more than a year's worth of growth. I really, really love that as a package. It just feels really thoughtful. It feels so personal and artistic, and just that she's really put a lot of herself into it in a very genuine way, not an artificial or superficial way. I really, really like that. I feel like the song is so easy to listen to. It's hard for me to decide because it doesn't have this like standout bit. Like for example, Arcade, which has when he does the chorus, it's such an obvious moment in the song that this is the best bit. Whereas this song, it just feels like the whole thing is this really solid. It feels like a story that she's telling, and it just, oh gosh, really, really, I'm really, really, really impressed. For such a young girl to have something that's feels so mature and complete. I would say if I had to compare this to her 5 songs from last year, I would probably say this is my favorite of all 6 of them if you put them together. Last year my favorite was Cherry Red. I prefer this over Cherry Red. Cherry Red felt unfinished. All 5 songs actually last year felt for me unfinished. They felt a little bit like they had a demo quality to them. 80-90% complete, like they were waiting until the last one had been chosen and then would finish it. That feels totally complete. That feels perfect, ready to go. They've got the song ready to go. They've got her ready to go. Like I said, maybe a couple of elements in her styling to just change a little bit, but the performance there looks absolutely fantastic. How they can change that to just having 6 people, I think it's very doable. Those actors seemed really excellent. They were believable. You know, sometimes when there's like that type of performance where you need total commitment, you'll maybe see one person is not committed and it can just completely break the glass and just shatter the whole atmosphere that they've created. And I couldn't pick out anyone. Everyone was totally spot on. They just nailed it. I'm really, really impressed with that. That is a real demonstration of how you do not need loads of money and bling and blahs and all that. You can just have some really great ideas, and I'm really impressed. I'm going to go on the third listen because I feel like I'm being too gushing, and I just want to make sure that I am getting this right and I'm not going to like regret it tomorrow. Thought Pop. I think this is Thought Pop. This is wonderful. Oh gosh. This is really, really fabulous. This is really, really touching. What a touching song. Gosh, she pulls it off. She really does. She's a star. She really is. She's just talented. I just adore that her against the crowd. It's so brilliant. That beautiful quasi sax that comes in. Wow. Oh wow. Yeah, I just love it. I absolutely love it. I am conscious of the fact that I do really, really like this music, but I think that's just got an undeniable quality to it. And I just cannot see that not qualifying. I think it would be absolutely criminal. I know it's in the first semi-final, but it's in the second half. Yeah, so anyway, let's have a look and see how this is doing with the community. I already had a little spoiler of this because I've been checking the Eurovision score up. I think it's pretty high. This is definitely going high in my one. It is in 4th. Wow, I'm really, really, really happy that other people are vibing with that as well. I think it's really fantastic. At this moment in time, that's of 27 songs. Oh, Belarus's song is out. What? Okay, let's have a look and see how she's doing with the betting odds. She is currently in... What? Wow, 16th. Okay, I've got to admit, I'm a little bit surprised at that. Let's see if she's rising. Yeah, she's dropped a little bit. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm a little bit surprised by that. I really think that's a very fantastic song. I'm definitely gonna download that immediately. Yeah, I guess other people aren't vibing with it as much. But yeah, for me, this is a definite qualifier. I think Romania is going to get their streak back. I really, really wish her well. I think it's really deserved. I love the artisticness that she brings. I think she's an absolute superstar. I said that last year. I agree with it again. I think she's just got a talent in her voice, in her mannerisms, in her delivery, and in the artistry that she brings to her songs. You know, she's had different writers this year. What the common thread is her. She's definitely got a voice. I just think she's really special. And even if she doesn't win, I think that, yeah, her contribution this year and last year has just been really, really fantastic for me. And I hope that Romania keep on with this really super high quality and youthful voice that they've had for the last 2 years. So that's what I think about Roxen's Amnesia. Please let me know what you know. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another Eurovision reaction video very soon. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye.